If you're seeing a Tinkercad error importing STL, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to troubleshoot it step by step so you can get your model into Tinkercad without the frustration. This is a super common issue, especially when the file is too large, too complex, or has broken geometry. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly what to check, how to repair the STL, and how to fix browser-related problems too. If this video helps, please hit like and subscribe for more easy software tutorials. Let's start with the first and most important check, your file constraints. Tinkercad can be picky with STL files, so you want to make sure your file is under 25 megabytes. If the file is too large, the upload may fail before it even loads properly. You also want to keep an eye on Polygon count. A good rule of thumb is to stay under 300,000 triangles. If your model is way above that, Tinkercad may struggle to process it, freeze during import, or give you an error message. Another thing to check is scale. Sometimes the STL is technically fine, but the object is massive compared to Tinkercad's workspace. In the import window, try setting the scale to 10% if the model is coming in too large. This can help the object fit better into the grid and avoid import problems caused by oversized geometry. Tinkercad doesn't just care about file size, it also cares about how much physical space the model is trying to occupy in the design area. If your files still won't import, the next step is to repair the mesh. Broken or non-manifold geometry is one of the biggest reasons STL files fail. That means the model may have holes, gaps, overlapping surfaces, or edges that don't connect properly. A simple way to fix this is by using MeshMixer. Open your model in MeshMixer, go to Analysis, then choose Inspector. This tool can find problem areas and automatically repair holes or gaps in the mesh. Once the mesh is fixed, export the STL again and try importing it back into Tinkercad. If the model is still too heavy, you may need to reduce the polygon count. Blender is a great option for that. Open the STL in Blender and use a Decimate modifier to lower the triangle count. This reduces the complexity of the mesh while keeping the shape as close as possible to the original. If the model has too much detail, Tinkercad may fail to render it properly, so simplifying the geometry can make a huge difference. After decimating, export the file again as a new STL and test the import once more. Now let's talk about browser settings, because sometimes the problem isn't the file, it's the browser. Tinkercad relies heavily on WebGL and your computer's graphics processing, so hardware acceleration should be turned on. If you're using Chrome or Edge, go into your browser settings and make sure Use Hardware Acceleration is enabled. This can improve performance and help Tinkercad process complex 3D models more reliably. If you're still getting errors, try importing the file in an Incognito or private window. This is a great troubleshooting step because it disables many browser extensions and gives you a cleaner environment. Sometimes an extension blocks uploads, interferes with the import process, or causes a conflict with Tinkercad's editor. Opening a private window helps you rule that out quickly. There's one more important fix that often solves confusing STL import errors. Re-export the file as a binary STL. Sometimes an STL file has header problems or gets saved in a way that Tinkercad doesn't like, especially if it's ASCII format. Open the file in a 3D viewer or editor, then choose Save As or Export, and make sure you save it as a binary STL. This refreshes the file structure and can fix issues like invalid header or corrupted file errors. So to quickly recap, if Tinkercad gives you an STL import error, first check the file size, triangle count, and scale. Then repair the mesh in MeshMixer or simplify it in Blender. After that, make sure browser hardware acceleration is enabled, try a private window, and if needed, re-export the file as a binary STL. Most import problems can be solved with one of these steps. If this tutorial helped you fix your Tinkercad STL issue, please give it a like, subscribe for more useful tips, and leave a comment if you want more 3D design troubleshooting videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.